gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Makes the grab. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. Past the 50. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll take it himself. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Canes with the 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Savage. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. There he goes. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He is going anywhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Savage. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's the handoff. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. How about this defense taking one back to the house? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 21 over Utah. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense looks as if it's coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Those tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Savage. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Catch in the middle, it's shot. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. On target. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll test the right side. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the back. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. They want to throw it. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Got a man, it's Savage. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Hard running there. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Foster. Turning it on! He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on 1st down. There's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's shot. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Uncorks it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Fires left. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. All by himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense offense in business.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for space. It's Savage. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Rides the back on the option to give.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Inside the touchdown, Hurricane. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Leaves it with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, first down.
The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with a tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking for space, it's Savage. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lets it fly. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
This one's complete. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Got room at the 35. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Gain of 35 on the play. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. 3/4 are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Let's see what they've got on second down. The RPO, it's complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of...
It's a seam wide open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Gonna run it. It's Savage.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Savage. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I think most offensives around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The official says no good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
And we say football is a game of inches. Man, I think when your field goal kicker hits the crossbar, you're living on that. And it's just short, and it doesn't climb up. It goes down and just inches away from being a really good kick.
Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Savage. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floating away. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the target. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to pound their way in. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Powers forward. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to slam in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Situation like this late in the game, and the offense might be content just to barge right into the middle of that crowded run D. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got enough for the first. He's into the open down the middle. The 40, at the 30, inside the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami! Oh, and that elusive victory is oh so close if they can hang on till the end.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to suck this game away.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Defense not showing press coverage. fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Working that left side now. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, you know.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Takes the handoff. It's Savage. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so good.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the left. Powers through the defender. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll go to the ground. Got him up for the 1st down. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been